By observing the sky, which field of study developed in Mesopotamian civilization? Astronomy. What was the 1894 peasant uprising in Korea that directly triggered the First Sino-Japanese War? The Donghek Peasant Uprising. What important Persian traditional festival was held annually at Persepolis? Nowruz, the Persian New Year festival. In ancient Athens, what was the citizen army that participated in the defense of the state? The citizen militia. What wooden war engine did the Greek army use to secure victory in the Trojan War? The Trojan horse. Which Enlightenment thinker wrote, "The Spirit of the Laws," and advocated the separation of powers? Montesquieu. What concept did Aristoteles propose when criticizing Plato's theory of forms? Form and matter. After the Crusades, which social group in Europe grew as interest in Eastern cultures and goods increased? The merchant class. In Plato's ideal state, who formed the lowest class? The producer class. Where did Gautama Siddhartha, who attained enlightenment and became the Buddha, first preach in Buddhism? Sarnath. Why did women's and children's labor increase during the Industrial Revolution? Because they were hired for low wages. What epidemic drastically reduced the population of Europe in the 14th century? The Black Death. In what year did the Roman kingdom end and the Republic begin? Year 509 BCE. What decisive battle turned the Ptolemaic dynasty into a client state of Rome? Actium battle. Who was the strategist that led the Greek navy at the Battle of Salamis? Themistocles. What was the name of the new Low Countries state that declared independence in 1581? The Dutch Republic. What was the name of the ship that Jason and the heroes sailed on to find the Golden Fleece? Argonaut. After the end of World War I, which pandemic spread worldwide and caused many deaths? The Spanish flu. What was the gold coin of the Roman era that was mainly used by the upper class and for large transactions? Aureus. Which city served as the important capital of the Seleucid dynasty? Antiochia. Which king built the Hanging Gardens of Babylon? Nebuchadnezzar II. What form of government did Carthage have? A republic. At the Battle of Thermopylae, where did the Spartan army fight to the very end? The Hill of the Lion. Why did Carthage grow into the most powerful maritime empire? Because of its strong navy and extensive trade network. What was the minimum number of years soldiers were required to serve in the Roman army? About 25 years or more. What was the name of the ancient major trade route that connected East and West? Silk Road. Why did astrology develop so greatly in Babylonia? To predict the future. What was the battle in which Sparta was defeated by Thebes and consequently declined? Leuctruan battle. In the Frankish kingdom, who was the son of Karl Martel that became king and formed an alliance with the Pope? Pepin III. What policy did the United States implement to overcome the Great Depression? The New Deal policy. What led colonial soldiers to participate in World War I? Promises of independence and conscription. What is thought to be the main reason why Minoan buildings withstood natural disasters? Earthquake-resistant construction. Which Austrian diplomat helped restore the European order through the Congress of Vienna? Clemens von Metternich. Which principality in the Russian lands, once under Mongol rule, freed itself from Mongol influence and established a unified state? The Grand Duchy of Moscow. Why did Han Feizi think that law was so important? Because he believed people are inherently self-interested. What was the first farming tool used in the Yellow River civilization? Wooden hoe. What was the 1962 incident that brought the Soviet Union and the United States to the brink of nuclear war? The Cuba Missile Crisis. What key concept did Aristotle emphasize in his Ethics as the proper balance between extremes? The doctrine of the mean. Who was the founder of the Seleucid dynasty? Seleucus I Nicator. During the American War of Independence, what were the mainly German soldiers who served as mercenaries for the British Army called? Hessian mercenaries. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your feedback and historical insights in the comments. Your support helps us create even more history quizzes. Let's keep exploring together.